wash, rinse, to present. 2.0 needs a little more time to savor that sweet dish flavor.
This dish is dirty. Do it again! This dish is clean.
Oh, he likes it. Great job. Ooh, let the accomplishment rain all over you. Dish sniffer! Dish sniffer! Are you still fed up washing those dishes? Horrible! If you call within the next 4 minutes and 14 seconds, then you'll get a third dish sniffer absolutely free. Dish sniffer 3.0. Dish sniffer?
I want to smell it. Bring it closer. Closer. Ah, yes. That's it. The dish is clean. I'll be in my quarters.
Call now, and we'll throw in living quarters free and 2 more dish sniffers for a total of 5 dish sniffers. Only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You'll get living quarters, dish sniffer 1.0, dish sniffer 2.0, dish sniffer 3.0, and 2 additional dish sniffers.
The dish is clean.
This dish,
What is
clean.
that smell? This dish.
The dish
This dish
is
Oh, that's a clean dish.
fragrant.
Not bad. You could do better.
Clean it again.
Dish sniffer from Chew Crew. Are you sick and tired of washing those dishes just for them to smell horrible? Well, not anymore with the all-new dish sniffer from Chew Crew. Only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. 3 easy steps. Wash, rinse, present.
This dish is fucking dirty.
Oh, disapproval. Never sniff a dish again.
Woo! That dish is clean.
Ah, sweet success. That's right. With Dish Sniffer, call 1-800-667-SNIFF. Call within the next 15 minutes and you'll get an additional Dish Sniffer. Dish Sniffer 2.0. 3 steps that are easy. Wash, rinse, to present. 2.0 needs a little more time to savor that sweet dish flavor.
This dish is dirty. Do it again! This dish is clean.
Oh, he likes it. Great job. Ooh, let the accomplishment rain all over you. Dish sniffer! Dish sniffer! Are you still fed up washing those dishes? Horrible! If you call within the next 4 minutes and 14 seconds, then you'll get a third dish sniffer absolutely free. Dish sniffer 3.0. Dish sniffer?
I want to smell it. Bring it closer. Closer. Ah, yes. That's it. The dish is clean. I'll be in my quarters.
Call now, and we'll throw in living quarters free and 2 more dish sniffers for a total of 5 dish sniffers. Only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You'll get living quarters, dish sniffer 1.0, dish sniffer 2.0, dish sniffer 3.0, and 2 additional dish sniffers.
The dish is clean.
This dish,
What is that
clean.
smell? This dish.
The dish
This dish
is
Oh, that's a clean dish.
fragrant.
Not bad. You could do better.
Clean it again.
Dish sniffer from Chew Crew. Are you sick and tired of washing those dishes just for them to smell horrible? Well, not Get the all-new dish sniffer from Chew Crew. Only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. 3 easy steps. Wash, rinse, present.
This dish is fucking dirty.
Quality
Disapproval.
control.
Oh my god, we're off the rails already.
Never sniff a dish
We're off the
again.
rails. What's going on?
Sing us in. Sing us in,
Sweet
dude.
success. That's right. With Dish Sniffer, call 1-800-667-SNIFF. Call within the next 15 minutes and you'll get an additional Dish Sniffer. Dish Sniffer 2.0. 3 steps that are easy. Wash, rinse, to present.
Quality control, and then we chimed in with.
I'm out.
2.0 needs a little more time to savor that sweet
Kevin.
dish flavor.
This dish
up,
is
guys?
dirty.
And we're talking about
Do it again.
3 of the worst musicals ever, or maybe just 2, and one fucking that's a surprise, which we'll find out.
Which one was a pleasant surprise?
Hey,
This dish is clean.
I guess it was
Oh, he likes it.
Well, last
Great
week
job.
we talked about Abysmal Man movies.
Dude,
and I
let
brought
that
up Mr.
accomplishment
Sullivan.
rain all over
You
you.
guys have no
Dish
idea what
Sniffer.
it's about. And
Dish Sniffer.
But it got us thinking about musicals.
Are you still fed up washing?
We
It
watched
did.
bad musicals this time.
Really bad ones.
Really bad ones. We all had to choose a bad musical.
And Alex's choice was.
My choice was 1980s Xanadu. John's choice was
Wait, there's the camera. My choice was 1982's The Pirate Movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was about pirates. All right.
Yes.
Live
So-
for the roar of the cannons, dude.
Those are 3 bad musicals.
3 bad musicals, and oh my god, dude, I just ripped my earbuds out. So,
I'm not laughing.
it's okay if you do. This is the moment. This is the moment. Okay, Mom Spaghetti. We're gonna go ahead and start with Xanadu,
Yeah.
brought to you by Mr. Giannopoulos here.
So when I heard we were talking about bad musicals, I was trying to think of a good one, and I've always wanted to see Xanadu. I know I've heard of it, and I knew it had to do with Greek mythology, and I knew it had starred Olivia Newton-John. I knew it had something to do with roller disco, and I knew it was supposed to be terrible. So I'd never seen it, so I gathered the boys together and we watched it at my house, and
Oh, dude,
as we do.
tell him that you actually had to pay money for it, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we had to really pay attention to this.
This movie is not streaming. Nobody is making money off this movie, so I had to rent it. So I spent $3.99.
$4 for this bad boy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the quality on Apple TV was impeccable. It was gorgeous.
And Alex, you just got a new TV too, so we got
Yeah.
to Maiden Voyage.
It really made it look like shit.
I think we saw Xanadu more crisp and clean than anyone in history, because I don't think anyone's actually watched it in its full HD.
Yeah,
I don't
no
think you're
one's-
supposed to, dude.
No one's watched 4K Xanadu except for the 3 of us.
Yeah,
I don't
we've
think
seen
you're
it.
supposed to.
Achievement unlocked. We did it.
Yeah, and it looked great. We saw every bad special effect brilliantly.
Sorry, keep going.
So Xanadu is about a really angry hippie painter, who was that actor, John?
It's from the Warriors.
That guy is Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors guy.
Johnson. We call
Yeah.
him the Warriors Johnson.
After he was in the Warriors, he was in Xanadu, and he played a hippie dude who either worked or lived or both with a bunch of other hippies, and their job was to paint album covers and enlarge them to hang in record stores. Better audio, which is so picture this. This is back before there were copy machines and easy ways to print things. I guess they used to have to hand paint advertisements for albums. That's what's going on, right?
Yeah, the dude.
Yeah.
It actually seems like a pretty cool job. But in this movie, he was working for the man, apparently. His boss was this angry rich guy who...
Disgruntled artist.
Yeah.
He was an ex-artist.
So like he was painting an album, And the guy was like, paint it like the album. He was like, oh, but the details are better in my head, or how I saw the girl. And he was like, no, do it like I say. And he's like, Tuesday's Wednesday with you, man. We'll never connect. We'll never get. You know, it's like he acted like this job was some big oppressive thing, right?
The cool thing about the boss too is that he'd really like to operate from the second floor. He was like, I work at the second floor. Do your job down there.
I got an
idiots."
office. So, anyways, so the
But I'm not in it.
story of Xanadu is this guy ends up meeting a muse from
Human scanner.
Greek mythology, played by Olivia Newton-John, and long story short, the muse is you know, the muse inspires you, and she wanted to inspire him to make a roller disco called Xanadu.
I do have to mention that you do not know that this girl is a muse. She doesn't even speak for like the first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And
well,
really, it's just this guy following her around. And dude, we're glossing over so many juicy details, dude, because it opens up with randomly, just for no absolute reason. It's a painting that comes to life.
Yeah.
And it's just a song that maybe lasts 7 minutes. Well,
I'm alive, everybody.
Yeah,
it's ELO, dude.
Yeah, they come to life, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm alive, and then
Well,
that's what we get.
they're all the muses, apparently. That's the muse and her sisters come, and they've been trapped in a mural in a back alley for centuries. Maybe, I don't know what's going on with centuries.
Since the beginning of.
Since the beginning of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I guess since Zeus banished them to a wall, and so they came alive for apparently no reason. And then she's just zipping around. I guess they're in Santa Monica or something, in her roller skates.
It's Venice.
Oh,
dude, my mic is.
Oh,
fucked.
it's Venice. It's not bad always. But anyway, so she's zipping around Venice, and she has superpowers. She kind of has the Flash powers, or like supersonic powers.
She's like a Care Bear, dude.
Yeah, she just Care Bear stares in and out of frame in a flash of light, and she really just comes up to him and sexually assaults him. She just kisses him on the mouth one day, and zips away. And then he sees her on one of the albums that he. It's a really interesting story that he's supposed to paint.
Yeah, she's a model for one of the albums, right?
Well, except that when he went to go find out who that girl is, he went to the photographer and he's like, I don't know, man, she was popped in the frame. She's not a model, this works for me. And he would have to look for her, but she keeps just showing up in his life. She just keeps appearing until she finally admits that she is a muse. Meanwhile, Gene Kelly's in the movie.
Oh man, this microphone is brutal.
Gene Kelly's in the movie, and he is just a old guy who is rich apparently, and he plays clarinet on the beach.
You guys could just keep going. I'm muted. I'm trying to fix my shit here.
Okay, technical difficulties on John. He's playing clarinet on the beach, and then he meets the kid, and they talk about making a disco roller rink
Called Xanadu.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Which Olivia Newton-John comes up with.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Yellow has made the music for it, and all these musical numbers are just basically them roller skating around with the music playing in the background. There's not really like them singing till more than halfway through the movie, maybe.
You don't get any musical numbers until 28 minutes in. They're all like dance numbers. Other people are singing.
It's all
ELO.
Heavy story and exposition.
It's Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
It's like Greek Tron.
Mm-hmm. And in the end, it's this whole crazy musical number where it's kind of like synchronized swimming on roller skates. And the song goes, Xanadu, which
Ooh-ah, 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 Xanadu.
Xanadu, woo-woo. And I thought I used to know the Xanadu song in my head, but in my head it would go, Xanadu, 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 Xanadu. And then I realized, I was thinking, well, what's that song? Because I thought that was a Xanadu song, but It turns
ABBA,
out,
isn't it?
yeah, that song's ABBA. Waterloo, Waterloo, Water.
That's
So
funny.
Maybe that's what they were going for with Xanadu. They were like, people will just think it's Waterloo.
Yeah, Waterloo,
They were just going with
Waterloo,
the rhyming assumption. Like, yeah.
You know, they can make a Xanadu Waterloo sequel. And then basically they do this big performance. It's all big success, and then at the end, before that, he goes into the wall. Okay, so she goes away for a while. He goes into the wall. he just goes like Harry Potter style, and he meets Zeus, and Zeus is played by Christmas lights, or right? There's just like lights. Zeus, right? And maybe Helena or Athena.
It's like a light bright.
Yeah, there's no Zeus. It's just a voice, and he begs Zeus to let him fall in love with the muse, and he's like, "No, that's not how things are done." And then he leaves, and he's like, "All right, we can make this happen, I guess." And then at the end, it's very confusing. In the movie, she comes back as like a ticket, as like someone working in Xanadu, and they meet for the first time again, and then it's over.
She's a cigarette girl.
Yeah,
Cigarette girl. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Cigarette girl. Inconsistent XLR.
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah, I just gotta not move, I guess. All right. Not touching anything else.
Don't move, son.
I'm not moving. Oh,
It's okay.
fuck. Okay, so my takeaway from Xanadu is first, my favorite part was when Gene Kelly has that flashback and he sees Olivia Newton-John and he starts dancing with her, and it's really boring and it takes forever. But then there's this big wobbly mirror, and we get this shot of the mirror, and we get to see possibly the focus puller, some kind of camera operator in the mirror, and they quickly get out of frame. But that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, so this turns out to be
highlight.
It turns out to be Gene Kelly's last movie. Is that right?
This is Gene Kelly's final film.
And they give him a couple of good old-fashioned tap dancing sequences in it that are very forgettable.
He has learned no new tricks.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he roller skates. I guess that's a new trick.
Okay, he does do some some roller skating.
Yeah,
which
he does.
It is impressive for a man of his age, which I'm assuming is
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, he's old enough.
And then, so I have this written down. So, how to save a scene? Because there's a scene where the Warrior Johnson and Olivia Newton, who cares, they're walking around some dank warehouse for the third or fourth time.
Xanadu
warehouse where they're going to build Xanadu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's where they are. And the movie just does a freeze frame and suddenly becomes a cartoon, like a Don Bluth made cartoon.
Literally Don Bluth.
That is beautiful. And I guess they reused some of the animation for Thumbelina, and it's a visual treat, and it makes no sense. But it's really, 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 really
so
cool.
So when you watch Thumbelina, that's actually Olivia Newton-John animation drawn over as Thumbelina.
Best part of the film, dude.
It's a great animated sequence. Kind of it's kind of very out there, and that's probably the best part of the movie. Besides, that's the only good part of the movie. It's really bad. It's a really, really, really like.
The ADR is incredible. It's worse than a kung fu film.
It's bad writing, bad ADR, bad songs. I mean, I like Yellow Lixon as much as the next guy, but
okay. So let's recreate Olivia Newton-John's first line. I'll play Olivia Newton-John, okay? But I need one of you guys to be my voice, okay? So you guys have to start it, and then I'll be the voice. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You.
It's me.
Me.
And we were still way too close to the timing.
Yeah. Ha!
We were still way too close to the timing on that.
Yeah, some brilliant dialogue. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, so this is Olivia Newton-John, her biggest movie after Grease, and then it was Gene Kelly's final movie, and the Warrior guy's final movie, probably. And
Warrior Johnson, bro.
Yeah, and then I learned that they made the musical, the Broadway musical for Xanadu much later, and it's supposed to be much better than the movie.
And
But-
we watched a couple clips after we screened the film, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
it seemed better than the movie.
It seems as they fleshed out the plot a lot more, because the movie has barely any plot.
You can tell while watching the movie that they don't know what they're doing as they're doing it. They're kind of just making it up, because even the songs, they're just rolling around on roller skates, and then the song is playing underneath it. So they're not singing the songs. It's like they have to sing it and record it later on. And they're like, yeah, just roll around to Waterloo. Man, this microphone. Just roll around to Waterloo, and we'll put in Xanadu later on. And they did it.
Waterloo, Xanadu, Waterloo. No, there's a place nobody wants to go. It's called Xanadu and it's low. It is Xanadu.
I thought I was never going to have to hear these songs again, and I think we're going to get copyright striked, dude, because that sounded so good.
Oh, you. Well, anything else you want to say about Xanadu?
Yeah, what else do we got?
What else is in your notes
wait.
before we move on?
Hang on,
I got Tron Zeus written down.
Tron. Oh, yeah, Tron. Yeah, Zeus. I said Christmas lights, but it was actually more like Tron.
It was like Tron Zeus, dude.
Yeah, they outline the people. Like when they come out of the painting at the beginning, they outline them.
It's awesome.
And it looks very similar to original Tron. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
When she runs around, she's kind of like a light cycle. There's a path of light that goes behind her.
Yeah, she goes full Care Bears, like Evan said.
Yeah, Care Bear light cycle.
And then, so towards the end, when he's thinking, like, where is she? I love her, and she's gone. How can I get back her lady, my lady friend lady? Mm-hmm. Is he roller skating? I think he's roller skating around. And he roller skates to Venice. So I think we found the source of Barbie. I think Greta Gerwig was a fan of Xanadu. Because he roller skates to Venice, where she came from, and then he finds a mural and jumps into it like Mario 64. So Barbie just like deletes the jumping into the picture part, and they just go there. So that was stupid.
I think Xanadu is it's time for a more modern remake for modern audiences. And we should make a more diverse Xanadu, and Lizzo should play the muse. And just have a whole different kind of.
Oscar Isaac plays Warrior Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then who's like an old has-been that can play Gene Kelly's part,
Oh, dude, Channing
Mickey
Tatum.
Rourke. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
go.
We'll get to Channing Tatum.
Yeah, so that's what they should make, and it should all be in Tron world.
Channing Tatum.
Tatum.
Well, I recommend that.
You sick and tired washing those dishes just for them to smell horrible? Well, not anymore with the all-new dish sniffer from Chew Crew. Only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. 3 easy wash.
It is a fun movie to see
Present.
with boys and watch. It's something that probably should be riff tracked. It's that bad.
100%. I'm wondering if
This
there
dish
is
is
one.
fucking dirty.
Disapproval. Never sniff a dish again.
That dish is
Bit
clean.
of a flop, they say. Yeah, sure was.
It wasn't Grease. It wasn't what people wanted Olivia Newton-John for. God rest her soul.
Oh my God.
That sound means it's time to go to the next movie.
God.
They can't hear that, just so you know. My computer makes noises, and only we hear it. So sorry, guys. We almost just had heart attacks, all three of us.
God almost screamed in my ear.
You guys bide time about Xanadu. Why don't you guys both cross-examine? No, I'm not going to give you a topic, but I got to go turn off the lights outside real
Talk
fast.
amongst yourselves.
And I will be right back.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
let me wreck everything.
honestly, I feel like Xanadu, when we did watch those clips afterward, the Broadway clips, I feel like that would be... I think it's kind of built a little bit of a cult following now, and it's probably a lot funner seeing it live, you know? And a lot more fleshed out, too. The whole Greek mythology.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun movie experience. It's not that nothing was fleshed out, that's for sure.
Well, and, I mean, I don't know. Olivia Newton-John, she's not much of a dancer. We saw her dance skills
She's
at that.
not much of a dancer. That's what, yeah.
And Gene Kelly, he was pretty damn old at that time and kind of just, you know,
Yeah, I think
doing
he-
his best, but
he-
kind of phoning it in.
Well, I think he was actually trying to prove that he could still do. His character was so weird. His mentor, and it was oddly homoerotic. Him and the warrior,
Yeah.
the warrior guy, how they would like, yeah, we're doing this for love, or you know, it's all for love, man. And it's like, and the Warriors guy was thinking of the Muse, but I think
Gene Kelly was thinking of Warrior Johnson.
I don't know. I mean, maybe his character. He was a tap dancing, older,
No, it's true.
rich daddy type.
He's like, I'll finance the whole thing.
I'll finance the whole thing, anything you want.
As long as you work them nips.
Dude, are you guys still talking about Xanadu?
Oh yeah, dude. Talk about Gene Kelly, kind of pervert on Warrior Johnson, dude.
I thought you were talking
Financing the whole thing if he pops them nips out, man.
Xanadu.
God, that movie dragged on so long.
It did.
It was
There-
90 minutes even, and it felt.
Felt like 2 hours.
Remember there was like a solo song Olivia Newton-John just stood there and sang while there was like glow around her, and it lasted like 6 minutes.
Mhm, that
I
was
can't even
bad.
tell you what song that was. It was just on and on. It's not Xanadu.
it
It was a different song.
it felt longer than it actually was. So yeah, it did drag on a bit long.
I hated every minute of it.
Aw. Well,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I had a fun time
Spoiler.
laughing with you guys.
I liked watching it with you guys.
Watching it by myself would have been kind of brutal.
I don't think any of us would have made it.
No. No,
He
it was
says
bad.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can we go on to the next movie?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's.
I
go
I
to
would have
the
started
next-
watching
I have-
YouTube shorts.
I have absolutely nothing else to say about Xanadu. Nothing else to say.
I know. I'm like racking my head. Like, what's the next? What's that detail that we missed? No, there's nothing. It was ELO music, Electric Light
Yeah,
Orchestra.
the most
Yeah.
interesting thing to me was the dynamic between the dude and his boss.
That was really weird.
80R Jack and 80R Johnson.
Because his boss was like, yeah, I used to be an artist, but then I wanted to make that money.
And then he's like, "Oh,
You know, money, dog.
Tuesdays,
You know what
Wednesdays,
I'm saying?
Tuesdays, Wednesday, man. We gotta speak the same language here.
You need to grow up and make money, dog.
It's Tuesdays,
Money.
dude.
I drive a BMW now.
We're just a different we're just a different generation.
You know, I'm an
bro.
artist too. Don't you see that sculpture I made out of trash?
I forgot about that, dude. That stupid thing.
But now I make money, sir. And my microphone is a piece of shit, okay? Yeah.
Oh,
It's the same
man.
exact microphone we're using. It's probably the cable.
It's something. Dude, I think it's these earbuds.
It's probably the earbuds, dude.
It's like giving me a...
No, I hear it too, though. All right. What was your movie, Evan?
Well, no, we
Oh,
gotta
don't
go.
skip me, dude. Don't skip.
Oh,
We gotta go him.
So, hang on. We're going to find that sweet spot. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to stand right here and talk to you about the pirate movie, which came out in 1982.
Oh yeah.
And coincidentally, I kind of cheated because I grew up watching this movie a lot with my sisters.
Yeah, I never
So-
heard of it.
I just fucking... let me just say I really enjoy this movie, but I will just go through the plot real fast. It's kind of a spoof of The Pirates of Penzance, which is a musical I don't know about, but it opens with this really nerdy girl. We know she's nerdy because she wears glasses, and she wears a gross plaid shirt. Fucking nasty.
Yeah.
And
flannel.
everyone's making fun of her. Her name is Mabel, which is just gross.
And it's modern day 80s.
It's modern day 80s. She's really cool. She's got the boombox, and she meets this boy who's doing this exhibition of pirate stuff with these other hottie buff dudes that are doing pirate exhibitions somewhere in Florida, but it's I think Australia.
His nips are out.
His nips are out. He's looking cut. It's a dude from Blue Lagoon, and he's a little bit older now. You could tell he's been around the block. His hair is looking beautiful. And he gives cherub hair. And Mabel's rocking the sexiest mullet I've ever seen in my life in this motion picture.
She's got that Zool mullet.
It is gorgeous. So she's he chooses her out of the crowd to do this exhibition and teach her how to sword fight. And she says, "Olay," and he goes, "No, hottie, it's touche." Because he can see through. He's like a Freddie Prinze Jr. kind of a guy. And he can see through the glasses, right? So he he's feeling it. He's smitten with Mabel, so he invites Mabel for a little pleasure cruise to go to some island for a little skinny dip or something. He doesn't say that part, but it's implied. But he says, hey, why don't you bring all your friends? Because she has a bunch of these chick friends.
And they're all bitches.
They're all a bunch of cunts. So we cut to the next day. She's product placement McDonald's. She's got all these freaking bags of McDonald's and her boombox. She's bringing the food. She's bringing the tunes. And her friends are already in the little boat, the little schooner with Frederick or whatever his butt face is.
Cherub.
Yeah,
Frederick Cherub.
Cherub Johnson. So we got Cherub Johnson and all of her friends, with some of them being kind of fugly, if you ask me. And they push Mabel. They grab the burgers and like push Mabel and grab the dude, and they like hit the motor and leave her behind. Mm-hmm. Cut to minutes later, Mabel is so dedicated and horned up for Cherub Johnson that she takes a little dinghy in through like the stormiest of ocean water
With their boombox.
with the boombox, which is now completely destroyed because of all the water coming in. Anyway, storm flips boat. She wakes up, and this is the rest of the movie where she's just dreaming of pirate times, where she falls in love with this 21-year-old, the same boy that she sees at the beginning. He's actually a pirate.
Cherub Johnson the Third.
Cherub Johnson is actually named Cherub Frederick Johnson, and he gets to leave this pirate ship because he's just turned 21. So they're like, all right, champ, you put in your 21 years, now you get to leave. So they try to screw him out of his, hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's like a bat mitzvah.
It's a bat mitzvah, except this dude's like, hang on, you guys are pirates, and I think you're evil, so now I'm going to exact revenge on you. So then they're like, well, screw you, bud. Walk the plank. So he walks the plank.
Swan dives.
Let's just fucking wrap this up, dude. He meets that girl, Mabel. She's got a bunch of sisters. Her dad's a modern major general.
Modern major.
And so they fall in love, but the pirates, they want all the poontang and don't want to let him get married. So then we're left to like an hour and 15 minutes of just songs and whimsy and fighting and
Joan of Arc.
And so many spoofs.
Then he rejoins the pirates, and she goes to war with the pirates.
I was just going to wrap it up and say they just make up some shit at the end and they get married.
Happy ending.
It's nonsensical, and now I think we could just kind of get into the meat and potatoes of it.
It's the pirate movie, like Scary Movie. It's supposed to be a spoof movie, and it gets much more like that toward the end, where they have rando Star Wars spoofs and Indiana Jones spoofs and weird little jokes inserted in.
Pink Panther.
Yeah, but it's definitely not consistent through the movie. They just have like a couple of those.
Well,
just
it's
awkwardly
weird
in there.
It's so inconsistent, but it happens because it kind of happens at the very beginning of the movie, because it opens with like some 1950s color epic pirate movie footage.
It's incredible.
And it's pirate ships shooting, and you're like, dude, this seems like it's kind of old.
Yeah.
And we're commenting on it while we're screening the movie, like, this looks kind of old, weird. And then it's just somebody in the movie watching an old movie on a TV.
So,
and it's like, damn.
And so this
That's
is
deep.
And so it's also weird because it's a spoof of Pirates of Penzance, which is a Gilbert and Sullivan like ancient musical like from the 1800s, and they've made a movie around the same time, around 1982. I swear there's another movie called Pirates of Penzance with Kevin Kline that I've seen, but this movie is like Gilbert and Sullivan wanted to make a spoof of their own movie, because some of the songs are straight out of Pirates of Penzance, but with the lyrics changed up a bit. So it's like if the person who made Chicago decided to make a Chicago parody himself and made it the next year and made a really bad parody. Is what's going on with the pirate movie. It's very strange, very very a moment of and this is right after the spoof movie started, like after, I guess, Airplane. 1982 is pretty early, right?
I mean, Blazing Saddles and then Young Frankenstein, I would say.
Yeah, I guess those are late 70s, so that was probably a few years before. So it was trying to do that kind of thing. But still, it was pre-Spaceballs, pre-Scary Movie, certainly.
Yeah, and it's weird because like their version of spoofing Pirates of Penzance is to just over-sexualize and innuendo
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
At the end of
100%.
every sentence, it's like, well, that bag is pretty full. And it's like, not as full as my bag, baby.
yeah.
And it's like everything is one of those cheesy, like Austin Powers type jokes, which I will say there's some stuff in here that seems like Mike Myers took it right from this movie, or it's just childish humor and it's just like low-hanging
It's the
fruit.
same, yeah.
It was entertaining though. I enjoyed it. For the I was rooting for this couple. I was hoping they'd have nice Iranian master race babies at some point. And
Did you say Iranian or
He
Aryan?
did say Iranian.
They were both blonde hair, blue
Aryan.
eyed. I think he meant Aryan. Iranian. I was like, wait, what?
What's an Iranian? No, we were saying they're Aryan because they were very blonde hair, blue eyed, both the main couple of the film.
There's a fantastic codpiece in this too,
Oh,
man.
Also, the
Rhinestoned
the
out,
codpiece,
dude.
when it first came up, the Pirate King has this codpiece, this jewel encrusted codpiece, and at first I was like, that is bizarre, but I didn't realize it was a spoof movie when it first appeared. But I guess it's all trying to be funny though. It's like it was supposed to be an exaggerated codpiece, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
Well, and there was a nice little Mike Tyson shot where his codpiece thong was riding up his back a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got to see his thong and his upper butt
Mike
cheeks.
Tyson shot.
It was glorious.
Remember that?
Oh, dude, that
Sure
was
do.
incredible. I was like, did that just happen? It totally did, dude.
What do you got?
Recent pop culture reference.
What do you got in your notes there, Evan?
Not really too much. You guys went over it. I mean,
Well, so there was one thing we should mention. There's another animated sequence in this movie.
oh, that's right.
We're
So-
rocking
But it's
and rolling.
yeah.
and
So there's a couple of
and
songs that are
moving.
definitely not in Pirates of the Penzance.
They're
Without-
bangers.
At one point, they're very much 80s pop music is going on, and at one point they find they copy the treasure map off the Pirate King's back, which is the
that's
whole thing.
right.
And then they go to the ocean and they find the treasure in this 80s pop animated fish sequence. Excuse me.
So yeah, when she's trying to get the treasure map, she's talking to the Pirate King. That's the name of the captain. He is the Pirate King. It's epic. So she's trying to seduce him, and trying to get him to,
Reveal his back.
what do you call it? Flex, like flex his muscles and like show off his physique
He has
for
a-
him.
He has a
While
pirate-
Jared
he has a-
Johnson.
he has a treasure map tattoo
Yeah, he has
tattooed
a
on his back.
tattoo on his back.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get him to flex for him while there's a back window, just like Captain Hook's cool little room in the movie Hook. It's similar to that set where it has those big, giant bay type windows, and he's sneaking through the back window, drawing a picture of the back map, and that segues to diving for buried treasure while animated fish. And that
Yeah.
that song was just.
And that animation wasn't Don Bluth.
It was not as good.
It was like weird 70s animation you would see on like 70s Sesame Street or the Electric Company or shows like that back then. The quality wasn't as good as the Xanadu animated quality there.
Well, that does bring up. Kind of unknown for the
This
most
movie
part.
was absolutely a flop, dude.
Yeah.
I think it got some heat from the Pirates of Penzance
Well,
Really?
production, and I think that's why it's one of those movies. And the reason why we watched it as a kid is because it flopped and went to like HBO or something. So my
Yeah.
parents were like, "Well, we'll record that for the kiddos."
And it was all filmed in Australia. It was like the Australians were like, "Let's make our own pirates movie, mate. Let's make it funny, huh?"
They were very proud of it too. They advertised it at the end. This
Yeah.
film was entirely made in Australia.
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 Yeah, long before What We Do in the Shadows. Well, no, that was New Zealand, I guess. Close enough.
Whoa, you're gonna
Same
piss
thing,
off
same
some.
Piss off those Kiwis.
You're gonna piss some people off. Fuck them.
Don't piss
So-
off the Kiwis.
Yeah, so the pirate movie, instant classic. I loved it.
It was fun. It was very fun.
I wish
Definitely a parody movie. I guess I didn't really.
the guy who was alive in the last pirate movie.
Oh, like Spaceballs 2?
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be like Spaceballs 2. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this had like the lightsaber gag, just like Spaceballs had, except
Yeah.
it wasn't coming out of his crotch. But there are some times watching this film that it feels like Mel Brooks likes it.
Well,
And he was like, dude, they're doing all the sex jokes. Why didn't they just put the lightsaber where his dick is?
this makes you
It's right
appreciate
there.
Mel Brooks, because this, Robin Hood Men in Tights and Spaceballs, they have their corny parts, but this movie's all corny. It's here's a funny
Here's
part.
the butler coming out of the water, dude,
that's
with the
that's
Blue
right.
Lagoon
Oh, yeah,
drinks.
that's that part.
That's definitely the funniest gag of the whole thing.
And then he goes back into the water.
Oh, yeah. And then this sequence, speaking of Happy Gilmore, this whole thing looks like the
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore heaven
Yeah.
dream sequence part.
People were influenced by this movie in the collective consciousness, even
Yeah.
if they haven't seen it.
I can like taste it. I like this movie. It is definitely rough. It gets harder to watch as it moves on. But what were all like the direct spoofs? Because there wasn't a ton. I know 3 that I can
Indiana
think of.
Jones for sure. He
Indiana
shoots.
Jones.
He shoots the sword guy comes in.
Star Wars
The
lightsaber
Arabians.
gag,
Star Wars lightsaber.
Pink Panther,
Yeah.
Inspector Clouseau for whatever reason.
and that's it, right? And then Pirates of the Penzance, I guess.
Yeah, Pirates of Penzance. And that's
Can't
that's
really
really
think
it.
of anything
And
else.
maybe there's more. It's just
Just wasn't overt.
and also we're not as old. We weren't culturally aware at the moment, so maybe there is more. Maybe that guy coming out with the water, the butler, maybe that's a reference to something. Maybe the blue juice because there's 2 moments where the butler just appears with blue liquid like ocean water from Sonic, and people are like, "Well, thank you, butler," and they drink it.
It's
I don't get it. I don't really understand what that's all about.
it's just the pirate movie, a pirate movie.
It's
Or
the pirate movie.
The pirate movie, yes.
Correction, it is the pirate movie.
Well, I'm glad I experienced it. Thank you, John. Thank you, Unc.
Before we move on, John, did you watch this on tape or was it a TV movie?
No, it was recorded it was like recorded onto a tape,
Okay.
but it had no commercials, right? It was like recorded off of a movie
Okay.
channel, like HBO or something.
I
And it was
feel,
the full movie, no
I was just
commercials.
curious. I was
I mean,
just
being an
curious.
'80s sex movie, I was expecting more tits.
It is very PG
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
just such heavy innuendo, and she's just like,
It's funny that you bring it up because she's just about to show her chest now.
we can't really see that, so
No.
let's not draw. I can only see half the screen, so.
I like seeing tits in '80s movies now because it makes me feel nostalgia for being a kid, being like, oh,
Boobs.
yeah. But
Well, we learn something new about Genop every time. This time we learned that he loves seeing tits in 80s movies because it makes him feel
like a child.
nostalgic. Like a child. Well, I think we're learning a lot, and this is explaining so many things. Okay. Do you guys? What do you guys think? Anything else on? Maybe we're giving this movie way too much of our time. I don't know.
So when you opened the podcast, you said this is a movie that's not bad. This is actually a classic.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
You're assuming that I must be talking about this movie.
I was saying Dish Sniffer was a classic in my own head. I remember saying a classic to that.
But if we're gonna spoil it, like I think,
spoil it.
I mean, our title alludes that we're leading to some kind of winner.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this movie did not belong in this list. That's just my opinion.
It's.
I think we can do worse.
They have real pirate ships and stuff.
I think we could do worse. Is all I'm
They
saying.
have more production value than Xanadu, that's for sure.
But we'll get back to this. Let's move on to the third one because we'll get back to this. Because I feel like we got to do a part 2, even though, dude, because these movies were rough.
Part 2
of this bad musicals.
I think we could totally find some more bad
dude,
musicals,
that-
but the Pirates movie was a bad musical. That's my opinion, but it was definitely better than it was.
I already know my next one. But what was your musical for this one, Evan?
Evmon.
Oh, this was a really rough one.
And explain the plot.
Okay, I will explain the plot. I'm
Good
not
luck.
gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna take a long time on this because this is how I understood it because I was very confused. So I did Cats 2019, and oh boy. So the story is a cat is abandoned in the streets of some city reminiscent of like Paris. In the midst of all this,
Jellicle songs and Jellicle cats, Jellicles are the Jellicles can, Jellicle cats and Jellicles do, Jellicle cats, Jellicle songs.
I can't explain the plot when you're doing this, dude.
Go ahead.
Son of a bitch, dude.
I got volume control. Go ahead.
Like, all right. So anyway, she meets these Jellicle cats, and their whole purpose is to go to this Jellicle ball to sing their song and possibly be chosen to. One cat gets chosen to live the life they want to live, and in the midst of all of this, Idris Elba, who plays McCafferty, and in the midst of all this, Idris Elba, the villain McCafferty, is disappearing all of these cats, so he has no competition, so he could steal the ascension to the life that you want, I guess. That was Cats.
I thought it was death. I thought they ascended into becoming reincarnated or something.
It's like a religious 5-year-old wrote this fucking movie, dude. It really it was pretty rough.
Right.
So that was Cats in a nutshell.
Well, besides that, it goes on and on about introducing a cat.
Yeah,
and they
it gets
sing
very
and they
repetitive.
sing a song about it, and then that cat goes away. They introduce another cat.
When he says they introduce another cat, he means the cat themselves introduce themselves.
Yeah.
It's always the third person. My wife and I watched this, and she's like, "Who are they talking about?" I said, "My love, they're talking about themselves." Every cat has their own song talking about themselves, except for McCavity. I think McCavity gets 2.
McCavity.
And the second one is
the cat's name. Is
I didn't know that this would just have Alex just spouting words from Cats. It's devolving.
So McCavity has one song, but he appears a couple of times in other Cats songs.
Taylor Swift's song is about him, so he gets
For
2
sure.
songs.
Uh-huh.
So, but her song is the only one sung by a character that's not about themselves. It's
Yeah.
about him.
Yep.
That was the only point I was trying to make. That was all.
So I exposed you guys to another Andrew Lloyd Webber musical a few months ago. Remember?
Try not to.
Jesus Christ Superstar, right? That's the best one ever.
That was a cool musical.
It's hard to believe it's written by the same person.
I can believe it, dude. I can believe it.
Well, the musical, so
They can't all be zingers, man.
So I actually saw Cats as like an 8-year-old boy, and it blew my mind.
You're talking about Cats, the
stage play,
Okay.
playing at Popejoy, and I thought it was incredible. And I used to listen to the soundtrack and everything, and I guess and I always thought that it should have been a animated movie, and I guess that Spielberg had the rights to Cats because he wanted it to be an animated movie back when he was making 5-0 movies and stuff for Amblin. And I guess that one of Spielberg's movies, Balto, I think, flopped so bad that it killed his whole animation thing. And so then fast forward 20 years or so, Universal owns Cats, and Les Miserables came out. And
It's also an Amblin film, so Spielberg made money on Cats 2019.
Yeah, so when Les Miserables, whatever, came out, which is an awful movie that got lots of praise, they landed the director of that to make Cats, and there was never a real plan of what they were going to do. They were going to, as far as if this is going to be costumes or what, and they settled on basically saving it for post. They didn't really know what it was going to look like. They just had everybody in motion capture suits, and they made a giant ugly sets, and then I guess it was just, you hear about these special effects people who were overworked and underpaid. I guess Cats was like the worst ever. Like the director had no concept of how to do an effects movie, whatever his name was, Toby Hooper or whatever.
Tom Hopper.
Yeah, don't put Toby Hooper in there, dude. He's a good filmmaker.
He's a dead man. He's a dead man. Have some respect. He was dead when this.
Tom Hopper, yeah. And the results are what you see, and it's horrific. The thing that I think is so weird is, what stands out the most is how bad the effects are and how weird these cats look, and how
it's very distracting. It
Yeah,
is.
and
It
how-
is on some of the close-ups when they're moving in and the ears move. Like it looks.
But they don't.
It looks
look
a
like,
little janky.
They don't look like cats or people and cat. They look these weird, gross creatures. And I think what would help, what I never got with this movie is, why did they give them human noses? If they had cute cat noses, it may have just.
It would have fixed.
It would have
so
It would have
much.
fixed it a lot. I feel like,
Other than their faces, like that's
Yeah.
the problem. And also, a great portion of this movie is handheld photography.
Yep.
And I feel like that added such an extra weight to the digital artists because their faces bounce around. Their faces don't seem to like sit right on their head.
Yeah.
They just kind of have this little, like the keyframes are just off or something, and it doesn't sit right almost at all.
Yeah,
it's
so
rough.
If they just went cute in a little bit of a way, if they had a little cute cat face or big eyes or something, but instead they went full Uncanny Valley. It's just human faces on weird, furry body things.
Oh man, now my freaking mic again. Okay, so I did think that I'm just gonna keep talking until my mic starts working. But yeah, I did think that Idris Elba, when they first introduced Idris Elba, I thought he looked okay. And my mic gets worse and worse as time progresses.
Yeah, he looked. No, he didn't look good. You thought he did?
His first introduction, he looked great.
When he's on top of the
Like,
roof.
because they were showing all the other cats with human noses, right? And then it goes, they're like McCavity, and then it goes right to him, and he's in the middle of the street, and it's lit pretty decent, and he's wearing clothing, and he has a hat on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he has the muzzle. He has a muzzle.
Yeah, none
And
of
I
the
don't know
cats have
what-
that. Yeah,
I don't know why it was a choice to make the black characters have muzzles. It doesn't, because the black cats, Jason Derulo, I think, what's her name? The main one, Memories.
Griselda.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
They all have like some kind of like makeup muzzle on them,
Yeah.
like the stage play. And while I'm watching this movie, I'm like, I have to Google the stage play, and it's like, how could they make this look so much worse than a really old 80s play? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's so sad because, I mean, even Tank Girl had great anthropomorphic things in it. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. And, oh, man, I gotta take a breath.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the way they filmed it with motion capture, they could have made like a full animated thing. I mean, you watch TikTok these days with AI. There's these AI cat videos. I don't know if you've seen any of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if they made the whole Cats movie like that, it would have been kind of interesting,
Well,
right?
and, dude, this movie is the hardest part about this movie is it is a proponent for AI. This movie sucks so bad. It could almost change anybody's mind of like, oh, well, this is what humans did. Maybe we should trust the AI learning to come up with something better. Like, I generally think if we took the Cats film and put it into Sora 2, we could probably have like a watchable movie.
Maybe.
It wouldn't be nice to listen to because those songs are atrocious. I think everyone, almost including Memories, is so bad because as soon as I'm like, this is a good jam, oh shit, it goes on for like 7 more minutes. And they say this made-up, fictitious, jellicle word more than they say cats, which I looked it up. They say cats 160 times in this movie. They must say jellicle twice that.
Dude, what did you think about that organ music to start off that first banger? It sounded like a cat was playing the organ. Boop, boop,
Well,
boop,
and
boop,
in-
boop,
and in
boop,
the-
boop, boop, boop,
The Glockenspiel,
yeah,
dude? That
dude,
weird
it was so
Glockenspiel?
funny,
And in defense of the music, and in defense of the stage play, I guess, you know, it's different when it's people in makeup singing in your face on a stage, belting these songs out. You know, it's not a plot that's like a movie, but on stage it's like a bunch of numbers. You know, it's more of like it's more of like a cat concert type of thing. So it's a different experience that should never be.
It's
a
like
movie.
Xanadu. Xanadu sounds better live.
The
dude.
difference between Cats and Jesus Christ Superstar and Cats and most other musicals that are tolerable is that most musicals that I find tolerable aren't operas. Cats is a fucking opera.
Well, JCS
which
is an
means-
opera, but yeah,
What is?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
I don't really like that movie all that much, dude.
It was awesome.
But the hardest part about it is they never stop and
Yeah.
talk about the plot. You just have to like listen.
All
to
that works
the
a lot
singing.
better live in a movie, in a play. You know, so you know, when you're watching the play, when these cats come out, they're each, if you're a cat person, they all kind of have their own cat personality, if I recall. Like
They all have 3 names
yeah,
apparently too.
like Mr.
Don't forget that.
Like Mr. Mistopheles is supposed to represent that cat that kind of disappears and comes back, you know, that type of thing, you know, and that was that part of the musical's like a magic
Oh,
show.
I didn't get that at all.
No, it's not like
I thought he was just a gay magician cat.
yeah. So they're all supposed to represent like some cat in the neighborhood that you might know, type of thing, and then
Rebel Wilson's
yeah,
cat.
I don't remember if Rebel Wilson was in the play, but the movie just botched everything. Even the set pieces, which could have been cool, or the perspective is way off. Sometimes there's things that are way too big.
That's my
And-
problem too. Was
yeah.
the scale was awful, especially for the title character of Cats. The Cats scale was fucked. They were like the size of a trash can, but then also like the mice that they interact with were this. Oh, hang on, I gotta switch these cameras. The mice that they interact with were teeny tiny, as
Yeah.
if
They were human size.
The mice were, as if the cats were the size of a human,
Yeah.
or even smaller. And then they bring out these little cockroaches, and the cockroaches look like they're bigger than the mice. And it's like, choose a lane. They pull out shrimp, and they start eating shrimp, but the shrimp is this big. The fucking ballerina cat's wearing an earring for a bracelet, but
When they were
also
on
a
the-
watch for a necklace. It's
When they were on the railroad tracks too, they looked pretty small on the railroad track, dude.
that goes into like my favorite part of this movie, like the positive of the film for me.
Tap dance.
Were the sets. When it wasn't CG, the sets were badass. It's really hard to see them because you can't look away from cats. You got cat's face. But if you can actually peel your freaking peepers away from the atrocity that is cat's faces, those sets are badass. They're super cool. except for when they go to that train yard and it's completely CG, and then the cats are like tiptoeing on the train track, and they're like this big.
That's a massive train
The
track,
train
apparently.
track is huge, and you can just tell like they're walking on a green box. What's this green box gonna be? We'll figure that out later.
I mean, if you're gonna make a Cats movie, I would have to say you would have to really tinker with the plot and make it more cohesive and they did
I don't
everything.
know if
they
you
did
can
everything
save
wrong.
Cats as a movie, dude, honestly.
That guy even got screenwriting credit. What the hell did he write?
Yeah.
I think some things should just be left as live shows, man.
Midnight, all alone
But
in the moonlight.
There was really no pros for me with Cats.
well, and
Some of the sets looked pretty
and it's
cool,
so
but
much- it's
I really had a hard time finding a positive about
You
it.
probably don't even remember looking at him.
you know,
No, I was looking at cat faces, dude.
you know,
So-
like Xanadu's, just as bad in a lot of ways, but Xanadu's more forgivable because it didn't cost as much as Cats, and in Cats you just know that they wanted it to be another Les Mis, like they wanted it to be like an Oscar.
I never
bait.
saw Les Mis.
So,
It's bad.
what was I gonna
The
say?
movie's not good because it's all sung live, which was a dumb idea.
Do you guys remember that game for Sega Dreamcast called Seaman?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like a fish with a human face,
Yeah, I think so.
and the controller had a microphone, and you could talk to the fish, and it was kind of like a Tamagotchi.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the cats look like. They look like Seaman, where it's a human face on a fish, and it's just strange to comprehend. Oh,
If they gave him cat noses, it would have changed a lot.
don't ever forget, and let this be nightmare fuel, that Rebel Wilson's cat character wears some other cat's skin or / fur as a suit, maybe even multiple layers of it, because she unzips her
Yeah, I
fur,
forgot about that.
revealing a scantily clad outfit on top of other cat fur, and she does it later on in the movie too. It's weird.
How very jellical of her.
Yeah, and then
Jellicle Cats.
Judi Dench as the Cowardly Lion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the effects weren't done when the movie got released, and then they released a further. They fixed some of the effects like a week later and re-released it. Did you guys know that? And
No.
I did. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
bubbles I was talking to you about.
Yeah,
not
and
know that.
I guess
Wow.
there's a shot of Judi Dench's hand with just her human hand.
Yeah,
with
it's
her,
an old hand. Yeah,
with her like wedding ring on that they forgot to put a digital paw over, I guess. And,
Wow.
yeah, it was like the most rushed, bad special effects experience, I guess, for anyone to work on ever. And I guess that I was watching some video about it, that's why I know this thing. But I guess the director just had no concept of effects, like people I guess there was like a process where you would show him a rough, like of what it would look like, and like maybe in black and white, and before they render everything, and he would be like, "Why is it in black and white?" Like he didn't get like the process of making effects.
Yeah.
So he just would slow everything down. He seems like a hack, and he hasn't made a movie since. But he made the King's Speech, and he was like an Oscar dude for a minute. Hollywood wanted to make him
Wow.
something before he made the worst movie ever made.
what a
Not Toby Hooper.
real idiot. Yeah, fuck Tom Hopper
Yeah.
and Cats.
Tom
Oh, dude,
Hopper.
I saw an interesting article. I don't know how true it was. It was like a Variety article. It said that Cats, the film, was so bad that it made Andrew Lloyd Webber get a dog. It was like a therapy dog. He hated the movie so bad he needed a therapy dog.
Yeah.
I loved it. I don't know how accurate it is, but it was like a NBC Today Show like article, so I'll take it.
Yeah, Angela Weber wasn't happy with it, I don't think. He couldn't have been.
I think Cats is better than Xanadu.
You do?
Just only because those sets, and there was a plan. There was not with the CG, but there was a plan that they did with Cats, and that makes it better than Xanadu. Because Xanadu, dude, there's that wide shot where Gene Kelly is so tiny, and he's just walking through the warehouse, and he's just making up words. Buildings?
Just to
I've
get up
seen-
to that light.
I've seen buildings. Builder? I used to be a builder, but now I'm a different kind of man. What man, you ask?
Remember when they were like,
A man with questions.
remember when they were like, I was about to check on that stereo equipment. He was like, I checked the stereo equipment already. And they was going back and forth about the stereo equipment.
I remember you pointed that out. It was like just to get up to that light, dude.
It was very awkward, and at least
Hey,
like,
do you like walking on wood floors? I
No,
sure do. Let's walk up to this thing.
It did seem like there wasn't a script for that movie. They just had sets and songs and stars, and they just
Let's ADR it.
Yeah, they put it together in post.
That's all right. We'll ADR it.
we're gonna make this up as we go. Why? Because they already said yes. Olivia Newton-John's already here.
Yeah, so I guess in our criteria, but the pirate movie is by far the best of the three. I would say.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
all
would
I'm saying,
say.
dude. That's all I'm saying. Because
Although I would say Xanadu has
more like Xana don't. Sorry.
Xanadu doo.
I was gonna say it has a kind of an iconic song in it, but not that good, I guess.
I mean, the ELO was really cool, dude. Some of the songs were really cool, but it's
Yeah.
just on top of bad imagery and
so as
bad
far-
acting. It's
So as
kind of
far
hard
as you
to
thinking
forget
that all the cat songs are bad, like if you go on TikTok or somewhere I've seen it, people compare the play to the movie Cats, and they're like, this is how the song should sound, and it's they botched up a lot of the musical performances in the Cats movie too to make things seem a lot worse than they were in the play.
Are Jellicle cats a thing in the
Dude,
Cats play?
So the
Yeah,
person that
but
we
it's
have,
cool in the play.
the
Okay.
person that
It's
we have to blame for this, because it's a nonsense bullshit word that made me very angry.
Jellicle?
Yes, it's bullshit word. It was made in 1938 by a certain fucking poet named T.S. Eliot. He
Yeah.
made a freaking thing with a short story about these Jellicle cats. Some throwaway nonsense.
No, well that's what the Cats play is based on. Basically, Angela. Basically,
Hack.
there was a T.S. Eliot poetry book about cats, and it's like how the musical is. It's just like a poem about different cats, and Andrew Lloyd Webber put that together. And Andrew Lloyd Webber already had the song "Memory," it was just an awesome song that he wrote that he didn't have a show for, and so they put that in with a bunch of songs based off these T.S. Eliot poems, and just threw together a musical.
Weird.
But, yeah.
Okay.
But it's mostly in the choreography, the dancing, the costumes, and the singing, which the movie had none of. There was no good dancing in the movie. It's when you watch the stage play, it's like incredible dancing. I mean, if you're into that,
But yeah.
so I don't want to bash Andrew Lloyd Webber or the musical too much because it's a whole different thing.
I've seen the musical too, and I'm not a fan. So
Well, I mean, I'm not. It's not for everybody.
don't
for
ba-
sure. But
you don't have to bash it, but I have no problem bashing it.
I mean, it's just its own thing. It's
And
like
yes, it
it's
is.
like bashing Cirque du Soleil. It's like dancing and acrobatics and weirdness, but it might not be for everybody. But it's a thing. It's cool. It's its own thing.
Who bashes Cirque du Soleil, dude? That's crazy, dude. That shit's amazing.
I'm saying it's like bashing that. 'Cause
Add some ropes on them. I like cats, dude.
I mean,
Add some ropes.
yeah.
Maybe a dog or a dog catcher or some cars.
There's a dog gag in the play, I think. Right?
They had a dog gag in the movie too.
Yeah.
When they try to rob that house. And then
I watched it
dog
last
goes,
night. I don't remember.
and then the dog goes. Gets all crazy,
Yeah.
and then they run.
and
With
it's a
those
star
two
and it-
weirdos.
And it's a star-studded cast, but man, they focus a lot on James Corden, who's the most hated person in the world. And,
He's not really in that movie that much, dude.
and Rebel Wilson, who's really,
Both of those people are not in that movie that much, but they
they're
are.
very memorable because they're both obnoxious in it.
Bustopher Jones.
Let's just say that they are large on the screen.
They're fat.
Oh yes, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it.
Yeah, that. So it starts with a bunch of cats in an alleyway, and
Yep.
then Bag O Cat lands in an alleyway, and then they're like,
And then they're like,
and they open it
hey,
up.
we're Jellicle Cats. The Jellicle Cats. Look at what we do. We do things Jellicle Cats.
Yep, which is basically an angel made out of Jello. I looked it up. It's
Do
on
you poop in
Wikipedia.
the litter box? Do you go up the stairs?
Okay, so epic sets, deep fake cats.
Uh huh.
Moon dance. I said moon dance. WTF? I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. So Mistopheles. So hang on. What's her face? What's Judy Dench? Judy
She
Cowardly.
is
Grisabella or something?
Deuteronomy.
She's Deuteronomy. Grisabella is
Oh, someone else?
yeah, Memories.
Oh, yeah.
So Dame Judi Dench gets taken by Idris Elba. Dude, Ray Winston, his cat was actually cool. I didn't mind Ray
Is that
Winston.
the magic hat?
No, he was the one on the boat that was like, "Oi, it's me, Ray
Oh,
Winston.
okay.
I'm Ray Winston playing myself, man. I'm gonna fuck you up." He's got like half an ear. It looked like he had makeup on, and I was like, "Dude, I like it." He has like red suspenders. He's like, "Oi, I'm here on the boat. I'm a fucking at your face." He was pretty good. I liked it a lot. And then, but Deuteronomy gets taken by McCavity with his magic book, turns her into fucking poop dust. They land on the boat. This fucking movie makes no sense, dude. Magic cats. They land on the boat with these big fake chains on them. And then it's up to Magic Mistopheles to get the courage.
Can I sing that one?
No.
Oh, well, there was there ever.
I got the fader right
a
here. Here
cat
we go.
so
Here.
clever is magical Mr. Mistopheles.
He's taking over our mics. Okay, so now it's up to this magician cat to get the confidence from the not lead cat.
And
who
the
looks
magician
like,
cat's supposed to be a cool character.
So-
In the movie, he's like annoying.
So Kyle MacLachlan cat was like, "Hey man, you got to use your magic powers." And then Magic Mistopheles is like, "But I'm so nervous. I don't know how to use my magic." Even though he's been using magic with confidence this entire film. Anyways, they sing this song forever, and he keeps fucking up because he sucks. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't work. But surprise, Judi Dench is back, and it does work. And it is like, dude, who wrote this? It is Deus Ex Mistopheles.
Yeah.
Here comes God, or Magic Mike, Magic Kitten Mike, to freaking bring... It was so wacky. And then how they take down the bad guy at the end is Griselda, old lady hag, sings Memories. Dame Judi Dench says, "You get to go to heaven." So she gets into a hot air balloon. She flies to cat heaven. But McCavity is like, "Not without me, mate." And he jumps on the rope. And then he falls onto his feet because he's a cat. And that's how they solve the McCavity issue. They don't even fucking try.
Yeah.
It's whack.
Isn't there a hot air balloon at the end that goes on way too long and stuff?
Well, yeah, because the hot air balloon goes boom, and then we're like, "This movie's over. Awesome. Finally, we can go to bed." And then Judi Dench looks right at the camera. She looks right down the barrel of the camera and goes, "I bet you thought I didn't like dogs." She says some shit about dogs, dude. Maybe I wrote it down.
No, what did she
Message
say?
of the film is cats aren't dogs. That's
Yeah,
what she
cats
says.
aren't dogs.
Cats aren't dogs. And then she starts singing for another 5 goddamn minutes. And then they look out at the clouds after 5 minutes of sing-song evangelical nonsense. And there's what's-her-face in the hot air balloon, still slowly moving. She looks majestic, like the old guy from Waterworld. It reminded me of the balloon from Waterworld.
Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memories
Oh yeah, we're getting copyright strikes for
of
sure.
my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is.
La 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 dee da dee da. Doesn't that main dude cat, who's not even the main dude, doesn't he look like Kyle MacLachlan?
A little bit.
I thought this was gonna be Meow Velvet.
So I think they should make a cat sequel.
They do. It's called Cats and Dogs.
Cats and dogs.
It's great. The CG was perfect.
Yeah. I like the concept of that movie, cats being at war with dogs in this secret battle behind there, but it wasn't well executed, right?
I don't think so. I don't know if I ever saw it. I think next we should watch Baby Geniuses and
boy.
some other stuff.
Oh boy, can we watch a good movie?
That's not what this is about. Nobody wants to hear us talk about good movies, dude.
Hey, you're okay. We're watching Baby Geniuses. What, part 2 or part 1 or both?
Dude, Part 2 is really good. That's the John Voight one.
That one's pretty
way-
terrible.
I can't say I've seen those, but I know what they are.
I bought it for Bash for his birthday. I bought it for Bash for his birthday a couple of years ago. And yeah, he's never gonna watch it. I put some joints inside of it. But,
Should we watch movies about babies? Should we watch that and Three Men and a Baby and Look Who's Talking?
I think if we do Look Who's Talking, it has to be the third Look Who's Talking.
The one about the dogs?
Yeah.
I like the second one with Roseanne.
Well, I think she comes back with the dogs, doesn't she?
I think in the dog one, the kids are grown up, so they don't have voices in their head.
Oh, they don't?
They're just there's dogs instead.
Those cheap bastards. I feel like that's got to be the worst one. We should watch it.
Okay.
What's another baby movie?
Baby's Day Out.
Oh, dude, I have the tape of that. It's horrible. I don't want to watch Baby's Day Out.
That's like the Home Alone with a baby.
But he's like, it's Ferris Bueller with a baby. Because he's like, gone through the city.
There's like a Twilight movie that involves a baby. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's got some baby action.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if we were done with cats. I just kind of stopped talking about cats, dude.
Yeah, I'm done with cats.
Xanadu.
Done with Xanadu.
Yeah.
Waterloo.
I'm so glad we watched these movies and now
Xanadu.
never have to watch them again.
I think we should watch them every year. Every November we should watch Xanadu, the pirate movie, and Cats.
Oh no.
And the worst witch.
The worst witch. Yeah, so that was gonna be my movie, but that spooky season was over. But that was my movie I used to watch with my sister growing up.
Okay, have you guys been watching anything good lately? Anything you would recommend?
Anything good that I recommend? I watched Frankenstein.
Weapons was really good. If you guys haven't seen that, go out and watch it.
Weapons is good.
I've been watching The Sopranos.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Pluribus, and that was something that I would never say anything bad about. It's great. And then
Yeah, I'm trying to.
what about you, John? What have you been watching?
I recently watched this show on Hulu that only had 1 season, and I had never heard of it before. It kind of reminded me of the Studio on Apple TV, but it's called Reboot. It's got Paul Reiser in it, and it's about this girl who wants to reboot this like early 2000s like cheesy network sitcom, and so she gets this, she gets the network on board to reboot this cheeseball sitcom, and it has Keegan-Michael Key is like one of the stars of the show. Johnny Knoxville is one of the stars, and Judy Greer is like the mom on the show, and then there's like a little boy actor. So, and then you find out later on in the first episode that the chick who wants to reboot the show, she's actually the daughter of the creator of the show, Paul Reiser. So she's writing it as a way to like get back at her long lost father. And it is 8 episodes of great television, and it just kind of leaves you hanging a little bit. They get to do like their little first season of the reboot, and then it's over. And I'm not mad. I thought it was awesome.
Did you ever watch the show about making a show with Matt LeBlanc called...
I remember it, but I never saw it.
That was funny. That was a really funny show. I forgot what it's called. There was a show called Reboot when I was a kid that was like a computer animated show.
The first computer animated show.
Yeah.
I loved Reboot.
I used to like it too.
Yeah, Reboot was cool.
Speaking of reboots, have you seen the trailer for Anaconda?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What
Looks
the
awesome,
wow.
dude.
That looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I'm excited. I think that's the way to make a remake right there, or a reboot.
Especially with how terrible Anaconda was. I was like, man, they found a way to make Anaconda
Like,
kind of cool, dude.
Don't be a parody of it.
Yeah, don't remake Anaconda. Just do Be Kind, Rewind, Jumanji, Anaconda with Jack Black. Yeah, I'm okay with it. It looks like fun.
I don't know. I saw that trailer. I cringed so hard I almost swallowed my teeth.
Open up your heart. Open up your heart.
All right.
He does not like the Anaconda.
I mean,
He does not like the juice of the Anaconda.
It's going to be dumb, but I mean, it looks better than Strange Wilderness. even though it looks like a
What's
pseudo.
that? I don't know. I don't know what Strange Wilderness is.
It was a movie with Steve Zahn and a bunch of.
Oh
other
yeah, it was a
funny
Happy
people.
Madison movie, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was from, like,
Justin Long.
2007, where
Oh,
they're
it's
like
old.
a documentary
Yeah.
crew.
Oh no, I have seen that. Yeah,
They're looking for Bigfoot, right?
That wasn't good.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The only
So there are movies like that, and then there's this Anaconda. So I think this looks, it's silly.
I remember I was so stoked for that movie to come out because I had seen Grandma's Boy and loved Grandma's Boy, and I was like, dude, this is gonna be awesome, and it was not.
It was not awesome.
I like to revisit Grandpa's Boy. I used to love that.
Oh
shit.
man,
So
I
I've seen it a
love
lot.
that movie.
Yeah.
Still pretty funny.
I bet.
Yeah,
It's
Nick
still
Swartzen's great in that, dude.
Yeah.
Later, fuck nuggets.
Here's a really good.
Dude, that's how that guy got Avatar. I'm
Um,
only kidding, but
I wasn't watching this movie, but I was watching clips on TikTok for some reason. But a really good musical is Little Shop of Horrors. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that, dude. And
not
it's
all of the original,
kinda
but
crazy that I
definitely,
haven't.
definitely the Steve Martin one, dude. It's great.
Yeah, the
Rick
Moranis
Moranis?
one. Yeah, that one I'm talking about. Not the original. Yeah, the musical, the Frank Oz musical. It's brilliant.
It's epic. I like the original ending more too. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that. I'm very glad that got revived. The original ending where it's like Godzilla.
Yeah, giant Audrey too.
Yeah, but that puppet work in that play is so good.
For eating me,
Yeah, yeah. You gotta see that, Evan. I'll show that to you one
Fuck
day.
yeah, dude. It's
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, that's a great. That might be my favorite musical actually.
I'd been recommended that a few times in my life and just never watched it.
It's excellent. Excellente.
Okay, so out of the three, the best, Alex.
The best out of the three we watched.
Okay, maybe we should just do the worst, I guess. What's the worst?
The worst is Cats. I would say, it's an abomination. It's everything on it. It's unwatchably disgusting. It's terrible. It took a good piece of art and made it the worst thing possible. Maybe not a great piece of art, but a good piece of art. It's an abomination. An abomination. Xanadu's not good, but I'd say it's much more forgivable. It was the '80s, whatever. They were all doing cocaine. There's no excuse for Cats though. It's a disaster. So the best one I would say is the pirate movie, like I said, just because the other two are so much worse. But the pirate movie is pretty bad too. As far as
Yeah, the pirate movie's bad, but it was a lot more enjoyable to watch than the other two.
the jokes. If it was funnier, the jokes just fall flat. But I like the idea of having a spoof thing. There was
Funny thing about the pirate movie, Christy McNichol kind of looks a little bit like Anna Faris. Speaking of parody movies,
She's kind of good in it.
she looks a little bit like Anna Faris, dude.
Yeah, but way hotter.
I guess-
way better.
I agree.
I guess
I
she was
agree.
a sitcom star. She kind of has that whole sitcom kind of wit.
Yeah, she was good. She did her thing.
She stood out as far as like someone who wasn't so like the guy in the movie was just terrible.
Christopher Atkins was
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
He was horrible, dude.
I mean,
His
I-
acting is shitty.
I guess he has that kind of '70s Leif Garrett kind of good-looking pop magazine looks to him. And
That's what we call Cherub Johnson.
Yeah, Cherub. yeah.
Cherub
That's what
Johnson.
we're calling a little Cherub Johnson.
But he
Cherub Johnson Esquire,
Yeah, but he
the
couldn't
medieval
sing.
version.
He couldn't sing. He couldn't act. He couldn't be funny. He was pretty bad.
Coincidentally, that's what I named my penis.
All right,
Cherub.
Cherub
what do you
Johnson.
think's the worst of the batch?
It's kind of hard, man, to choose between Cats or Xanadu. They're both really fucking bad, dude. Like, they're both ridiculously bad for different reasons, but I mean, yeah, John did bring up a good point. A lot of that fucking dialogue was completely pointless in Xanadu, where it's just
Made
like,
up.
let's get from one end of the room to the other because there's a light right there. Like,
I was
it's
also gonna ask
fucking
you guys.
shitty, dude.
I was also gonna ask you guys now that we're like recording it. What the fuck was even the ending of Xanadu? Both of those movies have such a confusing
Yeah.
ending, but Xanadu's ending,
Cigarette Girl.
it's like 15 minutes. The ending is
I
so
popped out of the wall.
confusing though, because like Alex said, Zeus is like, "You can't be with her," and he's like, "But I want to," and then he's sad and he goes roller skating and he jumps into the painting, and then they're like at a freaking roller disco with Gene Kelly and Warrior Johnson is just smiling there.
And then
it's
Cigarette Girl, and then that's...
Well,
no.
but she's singing. She's
she
the
disappears.
music.
Yeah,
she
she
disappears.
She disappears and then comes back.
And then she comes back, Cigarette Girl.
I mean, I guess what's implied. What I guess is maybe implied is Zeus granted her
One night, right?
No,
that was like the whole thing.
I would say he gave her a mortal life to be with him because they were in love.
I thought it was just temporary.
But they had to. I don't know.
And then she turned back into the muse. That's what I got for her on
I
that.
thought she was doing Cigarette Girl at the end to introduce Xanadu to Electric Boogie Boogie Woo.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to choose, but
Cats is an abomination. At least you can look at Xanadu.
I was looking at Cats the same way I was looking at Xanadu, bro. Like
Look at
it was,
Cats, my
it
eye-
was hard. If you guys weren't there, see, I watched Cats by myself, and I almost didn't get through it.
Cats
it
makes
took
my
me a little
eyes
while.
want to throw up.
If you guys were there, it would have been different. I would have been forced to stay focused, stay on target.
I don't know. I think you received a lot of that information. Maybe we would have been talking over the Jellicle.
Yeah, maybe so.
Memories.
All alone in the moonlight.
I'm gonna go with Cats
Okay.
by a very slim margin, dude. By a very slim margin.
Yeah, mine's Xanadu, because Ian McKellen, dude. Gus McGusterson, or whatever the hell his freaking great-ass cat face was. I was feeling it.
Okay.
He was making me sad. He was a sad clown, and he was killing it.
Gus the theater.
And then Ray
cat.
Winston. There were no characters in Xanadu. I was like, hell yeah, I'd watch these people for a while.
Zeus.
But the two old, what? The two old English cats. I liked the two old English cats. They were cool.
Okay.
And the sets were tasty.
That's all.
But yeah, it was an easy decision because Xanadu was completely made up, just like the word Jellicle. So
Xanadu, Jellicle, Xanadu.
yeah, pirate movie. I don't remember any of the made up words, so that's why I think it was just safe. It just got safe because
I remember codpiece.
yeah, that's real. That right there's a real word. It's the best word. But
I am a major model of a modern major general.
banger, 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 banger. My first
You guys are good at that.
Xanadu, Jellicle. It's a medley.
my first introduction to hip hop was the Major General, dude.
Really, that was your first introduction?
I mean, I was a kid, dude, like very little. We didn't have cable.
I wouldn't call that a rap. It was just a fast singing. I was a major model of a modern man in general.
Does it rhyme? Is it fast? I would call it pretty damn close to rap, dude.
It has a medley. Like my dad used to hate rap because there's no singing. It's just talking. I would say major general has some singing
Well,
to it.
that your dad is not the person to declare that all hip hop is no singing, because I listen to Outkast, dude. I don't know if your dad knows about that, but some hip hop artists, they got some sing song in their hip hoppery, dude.
Some of them do, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not rap then. Maybe that's a hip hoppery.
No, that's what we call a melody.
Yeah, melody and hip hop. Yeah, but rap is just rapping, just talking. There's no
I
singing.
feel like some people, because it was funny. I had a conversation with.
Let us know in the comments, our viewer. Oh, dude, that's me. Sorry.
I had a conversation with Colin where for some reason I threw on Offspring at work this week, and I was just jamming out, and we started talking about it, and I was like, yeah, this was like my first punk band that I ever listened to. He's like, that's not punk. And I was like, Colin, it's 100% punk. It's just punk in a different direction, dude. You can't just say it's
Offspring?
not punk.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that punk. No,
Okay, well, here's another guy.
I would
who
call
says
that.
it's not
I would
punk.
call Offspring '90s alternative. Yeah.
Should I go on Wiki right now and show you guys that Offspring is pop fucking punk, dude?
It's punk, dude.
Pop
It's
punk.
totally punk, dude.
It is punk, but it's considered pop punk.
Yeah,
Offspring
still
is
punk,
I'm
though.
sorry, old guys. Offspring is punk.
yeah.
It's
That
punk.
was my whole point to Colin,
Yeah,
dude.
I agree with you.
That was my whole point to
I was just
Colin.
trying to
It's
look
like
at my
it's
camera.
different punk, dude.
No, punk,
That's where punk went into the mainstream in the 90s.
All right, but
It's true, man. It's true, dude.
it's no Sex Pistol It's not.
Well,
the
yeah,
same.
because that was 80s punk, dude.
That's punk.
That was 80s
Well,
British punk.
I wouldn't even call
dude.
90s having punk. I would say 90s had alternative
It
rock.
had
Dude,
and it
punk.
was
It
bad-
totally had
Bad
punk.
Religion is absolutely 90s and absolutely punk. Anti-Flag is so 90s and so punk. There is so many.
Maybe there
punk
was still
bands.
some punk in there.
Come on.
There was a lot of punk going
But
on.
not Osprey.
That's pop punk.
Just Green Day, not Offspring. Just Green Day.
Just Green Day, not Offspring.
Well, Green Day was more fake punk. At least they had like green hair and they were like.
So
trying-
did fucking
And
Offspring,
they had a fake. And they had
dude, Offspring. Oh
and they
my
had a-
God,
and they had a
Alex.
fake- and they had a fake British accent trying to. Sound
You and
like
I
a
are gonna
Sex
have to
Pistol.
agree to disagree on that, bro. Because yeah.
All the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
If he's saying like, "Well, pretty flaw for a white guy," I would say maybe it was more.
I don't think Alex has ever heard Offspring.
I have no Offspring. I knew Offspring before you guys were even born.
You gotta keep them
I knew Offspring
separated.
before they were born. I was like, that's not singing. That's not punk music.
I knew.
Is Linkin Park
Offspring.
punk?
No.
Nobody's ever said that they were.
I never
dude.
said that, dude.
I would say Linkin Park and Offspring are the same kind of band.
They're
they're not.
absolutely not, dude.
No, they're not, dude. I will argue that to the end, bro.
There's no one pressing electronic pads in fucking Offspring, dude.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, we gotta end this. This is a movie podcast. We're not here to
I'm
talk
starting to
about
get
music.
heated, man.
We're not here. We're not here to talk about music, obviously, dude.
All right, gentlemen, great discussion.
Yeah,
Great discussion.
we did
guys.
it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Arrgh.
Thank you, audience, for tuning in.
We'll see you next time.
Quality control.
Quality control.